Okay, we are going to demonstrate a sliding board transfer. A sliding board transfer would be used with caregivers when they have a family member that is non-ambulatory and has difficulty standing. So they would use a sliding board transfer to get from one sitting position to another sitting position. Typically you want to slide to the strong side. If you're working with someone that has a stroke and they have a weaker side, you always want to go to the strong side because they're going to have more control when they're going to their stronger side. Typically you would want your patient or your person to have their shoes on, so when they're doing the transfer, they're not going to slide. So we're going to hand this. If possible, you want the surfaces to be relatively level, so we're going to lower the bed to get it to the same height as the wheelchair. You want the wheelchair as close to possible depending on the length of your sliding board. We're going to remove the footrest on the, because these would hinder her ability to be able to slide over to the chair. So you're going to move those out of the way and completely out of the way so nobody's going to trip over them. You're then going to position the wheelchair at an angle. And we're probably at a 45-degree angle. So when they slide over, they're just going from the bed straight over to the wheelchair. Now I have a person here that has pretty good trunk control. She has pretty good, and I can see that because she was able to get in a sitting position. So I am going to have her use that to get the sliding board under her. So what I'm going to have her do is, okay, I want you to lift this leg and I want you to put this under your right cheek. Okay, so as you see, we do need to move this out off the wheelchair. Okay, let's see. Every wheelchair is different. Some have a lever to release it. This one has a pin. Okay. You put your hand here, so make sure the board doesn't slide away from you, and you guide the person, but if they can do this, then they go ahead and slide over. Step at a time. Very good. Okay, now if you have a person that doesn't have the ability, then we're going to demonstrate that, okay? So we're going to always use a gait belt when you're assisting a patient, and that is for safety. So I'm going to help you move forward in the bed, and then we're going to shift. And I want you to help me if you can. Very good. And we do that so we have our feet on the floor and we are in a solid position. And I see now that I want the wheelchair in a little bit better position. As I said before, now we have a person that needs a little bit more assist. So we're going to assist her with the leg, arm on the shoulder and the shoulder blade. My hand is on the shoulder blade and back. I help her lean, and I put okay, we're going to lean a little bit more. There we go. Depending on the person, if they have upper extremity control, they can help with this. We're going to say that she doesn't have a lot of arm strength. So I'm going to ask her to try to keep her hands in her lap, okay? And I have control of her because my knees will be in contact with her knees. Again, if we have a dominant side or a side that has a little bit more strength, we're going to be going to that side. And this is a step-by-step transfer. We don't try to get the whole transfer in one shot. So I would lean her forward, use the gait belt, scoot, 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 and scoot. And then we would remove the transfer board and put the wheelchair back together.